Tim, how's it going?
It's going well, Sammy. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very, very well.
Good.
Very, very nice day for a run.
Absolutely. Pumped for it. I'm ready to go. You want to get started right here and start stretching?
Let's actually head into the street right now.
Head into the street?
Yeah.
Okay, why not?
So,
why are we heading into the street right now when we've got a perfectly good sidewalk over there that we can utilize?
For me and my personal safety, being so close to people's houses it's a safety hazard for me. Being close to someone's house and them thinking, they're going to, be in danger from around them, or just being a black man in America sometimes is a tough thing. So the most important piece for me to get started is looking on my Instagram. So before I get started, I take a picture of all my clothes, and then I put it on my story, and then I let people know what I'm wearing, so that if anything happens at all, people know how to find me and what clothes I'm wearing, and hopefully I get back safely. You wanna jump in on my Instagram post?
So your whole process and reasoning for doing all of this is ultimately for your safety.
For my safety.
So you have to do all your pre-workout stuff in your apartment, in the safety of your home. You come out here, you have to kind of get in the way of traffic here, take a picture of yourself as an identifying factor to let everybody know that, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is where I'm going, this is what I'm wearing. Help me out just in case. Okay.
You ready to go?
Let's go run.
All right, awesome. Let's head out.
All right. So Sammy, as we start our morning run here, your circumstance and your lead up just to be able to start your run is vastly different than mine. You go through all those steps to ensure your safety, map out your route, take a picture of what you look like, whereas me and my morning routine, completely different. I walked into my driveway, I live in a suburban neighborhood, hit the end of my driveway and just go right or left. And not a care in the world, running next to cars, running on sidewalks, and no worry whatsoever that I'm not gonna come back home that morning. And it's a big eye opener to know that you have to go through all those things just to ensure your safety. Sammy, you coming up the sidewalk here?
Nah, it's much safer for me up here, so go ahead and jump on up on the road with me.
So why are we in the road right now when we have a perfectly good, wide sidewalk to run on next to us?
A couple of reasons, honestly. You have a very, very nice complex here. Families, kids, as you're walking or you're running, you're gonna encounter a lot of people. So if I'm too close to someone's house, that's a danger for them. You also encounter a lot of different people as you're running. You meet people from the community, you meet people not from the community, and the looks and the stares and sometimes the comments you get, it's not great. It doesn't make you feel good. So for me, being on the road is safer for me.
So once again, you're putting yourself here to avoid a negative perception or a possible bad interaction.
Yep.
And willing to put your life in the hands of drivers despite there being a sidewalk there, because for you, this is the safer spot.
100%. Tim, you mind if we switch sides? Feel a little bit more safer on the road.
why when we're right here, once again, you can move in a little bit, but why do you feel you got to be on the outside?
Again, it's like you look around and it's a lot of communities, a lot of houses, and I don't want anyone to think, hey, I'm trying to break into their house. There's windows, there's doors. It's just too close to people, too close to where people live. And I want to make sure that I'm not putting myself in some sort of situation that I can't get myself out of.
So this is really a complete eye-opener for me. All the steps, all the things that you go through to make your run possible.
Yeah.
You know, I'm getting my education here. How does this tie into your career a little bit? And, you know, like I said, our job is to listen and to help educate and bring about knowledge. How does this tie into what you do on a daily basis in your career?
It's a tough part because it's like you look within athletics and there aren't many head coaches that look like me. There aren't a lot of administrators that look like me. And for our kids, I feel bad for them sometimes because they're under the microscope and they have no idea. To only have 17 black head coaches in Division I women's soccer out of 341 programs, it's not a great number.
You know, all of this strikes me as just, for me, in my experience, unnecessary. But it also stokes the thought in my head that change is obviously needed. This shouldn't have to happen. I wish that you didn't have to go through this. So how do you think we go about change and changing this perception and the things that you have to do in order just to take a peaceful run?
I think it starts with, one, education of history. The more history you know, the more you learn, but the less mistakes you're gonna make by doing the same thing as before. But then also being able to have conversations, having uncomfortable conversations, asking questions, listening, doing both verbal and nonverbal communication cues, and then being able to take the information, but also not being offended if someone says something that you disagree with.
Yeah.
Just because you disagree with someone doesn't mean you can't learn something from them, or they can't learn something from you. This is where you have to take your hat off of what you normally think is right to be able to listen to someone else's experience, to learn from their experience, but also be brave and talk about your experience.
Sammy, this has been awesome. I really appreciate you taking me along this run and giving me this valuable experience and the perception of reality that you go through. Thank you for sharing your story with me. For anybody else out there, if you have a story, we'd love to hear it. Contact us, get a hold of us. We'd love to listen.
Tim, I really appreciate you taking time to come live a morning in my life. Hopefully it gave you a different perspective, but also hopefully it gave other people a different perspective of what others go through on a daily basis, and to be able to share. And I think for me, this is really important and an awesome experience for me to share what I go through with you. So I appreciate you, your time, your energy, and experiencing this with me this morning.
Anytime, Sam. Let's do it again sometime.